trying to pick fights with random person. One day you're going to do that with the wrong person and then end up looking dumb to those people. But yeah, I just had to say that. But some people don't know who they're messing with. Like, you know what? Sometimes God allows people to mess with you just so they get killed. I said it, okay?
Look like this Dollar Tree got some good skincare finds. I'm at a different one. And it looks like they made this for gray as well.
Well, do one thing at a time.
Not surprised. Sometimes they got it's like people out here acting like they're not in the war. Should have got a basket. But yeah, sometimes you find rare finds like this. I'd be so mad if someone put a porta potty right next to my house. I'd be so mad. Yeah. But not trying to promote whatever they're doing here, but this is what they call a war zone. And I didn't realize that until I did some categorizing AI videos. This is a war zone. Looks like a war zone. Sounds like a war zone. Probably is a war zone. And so I realized that the other day when I was categorizing AI videos for like my side gig that I do. It said AI was trying to generate a video of a war zone. One video was an actual real war with soldiers. And the other showed a construction zone. I was like, huh, that's how they see it. So you know what, they're not wrong. That is a war zone. But a lot of people don't realize it. If you wanted to, you could tell them to leave, but a lot of people don't exercise that right. You could tell them to leave. You could say, no, I don't want you to do construction in my house. But a lot of people don't because they're getting stuff for free. And so they think it's a deal. So yeah, I would not let anybody do construction on my house if I knew the value of it. Okay, so as I was saying earlier and what I mentioned before, these stores and these construction sites and these businesses are all connected and they're becoming more personal for me. In the beginning, I just did these video blogs just to show off the stuff I find at the Dollar Tree because I shop on a budget. So here I'm going into my storage to get something and also store that book I just got and found at the Dollar Tree. Of course, I'm blurring it just because I don't want anybody to see the code I punch in. And now I'm walking into the storage unit and looking to go to my storage unit. But yeah, I started this video and these video blogs on my YouTube channel, but I never thought it would kind of morph into something that's more, I don't know, more of a, I'm not going to say political because I'm not trying to be political at all, but I'm not trying to run anything. I'm not trying to be political. This is all just part of my personal life. And all of these outside forces, you know, like other businesses, other people associated and hired by these businesses are in my personal business now. So that's the only reason why I'm bringing a camera in here. So I can keep track of all the stuff I have and accumulated, and also just to document it. So as I noticed from all these businesses and these new stores that they are intruding upon people's personal lands now and acting like they're doing these people a favor. Like I said, you could just say no to them, but they're very persistent about claiming people's land. Claiming, you know, there's a way to go about that. You know, if you're traditional, usually you just marry into that stuff like property and land, but they just sign a bunch of documents, and the people who have birthrights to the land don't even do their due diligence, and they just say, okay. They're just like, okay. They're agreeing to that. They're like, yes, you could take my land, you could take my life, you could make my life harder. They're agreeing to that. So I'm not rushing into any of that stuff, because they're not making my life any easier. As you can see, I still need to go to my storage, and I don't own my own house yet. So how are they making my life easier? They're not. So this is where I am now. Still trying to get my finances in order, but I'm not trying to work for any of them, because I'm not going to form a alliance or marriage contract. That's just how I see being employed as, like something like that, similar to marriage or something like that. But it's not exactly marriage. It's kind of less than that when you're employed, but very less, because you don't own anything. When you're employed, you don't own anything. You just work for them, because it's more like a slave contract. So that's why I would not be employed by them. Any of those businesses. Any business, I would not be employed, because I'm not trying to be under slavery and own nothing. So that's just what people need to be aware of now. And when they sign up for these things, they just think they're just falling for the okie doke. Here's the book that I'm not gonna put this in storage, but yeah, I just got it from the Dollar Tree. That's what I had to say. Alright, I'm starting to take home a little bit more than I planned on, but as I was saying, from when I was in the Dollar Tree about the gray floors, some people think that's just for design. The gray flooring is just like the outside asphalt. It makes it easier for the cameras to see people and scan people's faces. So people are all up in the stores, like especially those old heads, old ladies who probably ran out of SSI money. They go in there like it's a hangout, because especially women in my generation, or my race or culture, black women, they go in there, they're a bunch of scaredy cat old people hiding up in those stores, letting people work on their houses, and then treating it like it's not a war zone. So they're not very wise for elderly people, because they don't seem to know what people are doing. They're just like being told what to do. Okay, so see, look at it this way. If you are a group of people, a race or culture of people, and you appeared to the rest of society that you didn't know what you were doing, you weren't protecting any land rights you had, any of your offspring, you were just watching TV and letting the news decide whatever to do with you, you will get gentrified. And people are out here being gentrified with a smile on their face, waiting until the last minute to do something about it when stuff looks urgent. So like I said, while I was recording, while I was walking outside, this is a war zone area. It's been that way for a while. They weren't treating it like a war zone before, when there was a bunch of thugs on the street popping each other with weapons, and there were literally cars on fire. Like I walked past here one time, and there was just a car completely annihilated with fire to ash, and there was just the remains of a burnt up car on the street, on the corner around here. And yeah, no one was treating that like an urgent matter. So if you can't get your own community together, don't act surprised when someone else comes in, puts all these businesses around, and then gentrifies your whole culture, because people don't want to act like it's a game out here. So, you know, this storage unit did come in handy, because I realized early that this was a war zone. So technically, you could say this is a bomb shelter. But if you can't see it in a spiritual sense, like this is a war zone, then people are going to dominate you spiritually or overcome you. Like, you know, people think it's all about weapons. It's not. War is like poisoning the water. War is silently poisoning people. It's sneaking into somebody's house and stealing food. It's not just weapons. So people don't want to act like it's serious until someone gets clocked in the head. So, yeah. Luckily, I'm getting my stuff together pretty much almost done. I mean, I didn't even know this was a learning experience until until things started paying off. But yeah, I guess I'll just bring a few things back because I don't want to bring too much stuff in the house. I was gonna make this a TikTok video, but I should stop treating TikTok like it's a place to video blog. It's not. It's a place to talk about kind of dumb cutesy things. YouTube is not for that. Okay, so I just gotta look for one more thing, then I'm out of here. Okay, so I got what I was looking for. I was gonna get something extra, and I thought, you know what, I don't need it. So yeah, I gotta put everything back now, but the stuff I gotta carry back is kind of heavy now. Should have bought an extra bag. I just hope this bag holds. Okay, so what I was saying about this area. This area has history, plain and simple. And a lot of people are ignorant about their history. So they're just gonna let anybody walk in here and do whatever they want with the area, like completely dismantle historic structures. When they do that, it'll kind of strip away people's power. Yeah, because it's like, imagine somebody walking up into your house and saying, "This is mine," just because they said so. Is what's happening. But yeah, if they keep doing that, then they're gonna be completely gentrified as a community, because it's not someone else's job. I mean, I could understand with everybody's mental illness, they could use the help of other people coming in and redesigning and doing new construction, but basically it's just like you have an excuse to be gentrified now. So it's not glamorous. It's not glamorous at all, especially if I have to do this all the time, a lot, every once in a while. Okay, so I'm gonna head back now after I put back the boxes, and I'll talk more when I get back to my room. Okay, and here I am taking the bus. Like I said before, I take the bus to go place to place. And it's probably a good thing that I'm using the cheapest option, because today, this is a different day from the video that you're watching right now. But today, as I was walking back from a grocery store, I saw a truck with an RTS logo on it, like a pickup truck with an RTS logo on it. And I'm like, how did they get in there? Why is there a pickup truck? Because that's pickup trucks are for like mowing people's lawn and doing manual labor. So why is that have an RTS logo? They're just like everywhere with who they're signing businesses for, like signing up for. But yeah, here I am on the bus on the way back, going back to my room, and I'm just going to be talking a little bit more when I get back into my room. Like I said, I'm not trying to be political or anything, because everything is politics, so if they're trying to be special about that, they're not. But yeah, this is just my video blog. Okay, I am back in my room, and my battery's about to run out, so I might have to switch batteries if it cuts out, if I have juice on my other battery. But anyway, I just got back from my storage, just getting the small things. I've been listening to my soundtrack, Attack on Titan. I don't know how much of it it'll let me play on YouTube because of the copyright. You know, someone said something that when I was in line at the Dollar Tree, she just randomly came up to me and said something like, "You said that's stupid, the music you listening to?" And then she just walked away. I was like, who's she talking to? They be random like that. They just look for fights for no reason. Like, look for arguments and disputes for nothing. Like, they just be trying to start something. I don't know what they're doing that for, but just the way people act in like certain areas, like urban areas specifically, is just random. At times it's like, why are they trying to look for problems that aren't there? You can be there minding their own business, and then someone will come up to me, or like they'll be in a corner gossiping with each other. I'm like, what are you doing here? What are you doing? What are these people doing? What are they trying to do? You're not supposed to be trying to congregate inside of a place of business. Okay, my battery did die. I got my other one. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't know what these people are doing out here. Like, okay, the area I was in used to kind of be more ghetto. It used to be a ghetto area. But, yeah, now that they have more cameras and more, I don't know where to go, construction going on, it's kind of starting to get more, see, this is a war, so it's kind of starting, the air is starting to get controlled, or they're trying to quarantine the people who are causing the issues, which is the people who are always trying to start a fight or a dispute just because they don't want to confront the real problem that they have, which is probably them fighting with their spouse, or them fighting with having a domestic dispute with whoever's living with them, and they would rather go inside of a store and cause problems with a random person because it's easier to just like blame someone who's innocent than deal with your own problems for them. But yeah, I'm starting to break this down and see what this is really about. Yeah, people try to say it's not personal. It is personal. Trying to pick fights with random person. One day you're going to do that with the wrong person and then end up looking dumb to those people. But yeah, I just had to say that. Because some people don't know who they're messing with. Like, you know what? Sometimes God allows people to mess with you just so they get killed. I said it, okay? Anyway, this is the stuff I got from my storage. I got some stuff that's just been sitting there for a while that I couldn't use. And, you know, I could use it. It's just that I don't have the time because I've been doing this, trying to navigate through life without even really knowing what was going on or what the problem was. Now I finally do know what the problem is and why I can't just sit down and be and enjoy my stuff, because people got an issue with everything and they're too scared to confront them. Alright, I don't know if I should share everything I can. I should just make this a Dollar Tree haul, not share all the stuff I got. But I got weapons for spiritual warfare, basically. I got weapons that will help me with my spiritual warfare. Milk. I like this Dollar Tree milk specifically. I know it's not like, they say this is the cheaper milk. I like this because you can put it on a shelf. Like, it doesn't have to go in the fridge. You know, with regular cow's milk, it expires too fast for me. So I like this milk better. Because the regular milk expires too fast. Like, I forget to use it sometimes. Okay, remember when they had these in Dollar Tree? I got this from my storage because I'm going to be using these more. Candles. So, and of course the book that I showed while I was in the store. I said this would come in handy for me probably because I could probably learn how to, it'll probably teach me how to fight without using violence. Let me read what it says on the back, a quote. A small body of determined spirits fired by unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. It can though. But you know, a lot of people do not have determined spirits. The only thing they're determined to do is just cause a bunch of disputes. And then play victim. Oh my God, everybody came against me. You know, it's just so pathetic. How people would rather not defend their land or their birthrights. Gosh, I'm so disappointed in my people. I'm so disappointed in my people. You know, I have to say I am so disappointed in my people because they're not even acting like they have a backbone these days. So I got the tea tree oil for my hair because I ran out. Oh, and this is like wrapped up. I didn't get this from the Dollar Tree today. I got this years ago. I wrapped it up, put it in my storage because it's pumpkin season and I'm going to be using my pumpkin stuff again. But yeah, in the long haul, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you're not really saving money if you buy it and then put it in storage. But like,
I got enough. I just need a reminder that I have enough pumpkin things. I'm paying monthly for the storage rent, so I'm not really saving money. You know, I'm not really saving money, but I'm saving myself grief. So it's a personal. This is my personal business. I don't have to share it. I really don't have to talk about my stuff in storage at all. But it's since it's a video vlog, I will talk about it. You know, about my life and stuff. So this acne spot treatment, I need something for my breakouts. They had better skin stuff at that Dollar Tree, but you know, certain Dollar Trees have better stuff depending on the people in the area. So I guess that's why some of the elderly senior citizen women feel territorial over a Dollar Tree store more than their own house. I don't know why. Oh, because they get goodies and treats at the convenience store, not inside their home. In their home, they get beatings from their spouse probably. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like those old ladies don't get beat by have domestic disputes all the time. They probably do, because like it's kind of obvious to me. Okay, and this shampoo I got. See, I'm not trying to use Dollar Tree as a way to like hype up when what I talk about. It's just like, you know, I probably should have made this a separate video, but you know, I don't know. I can't help but talk about what I observe while I'm out. So it's my personal business, but you know, what I get from the Dollar Tree is just fun, for fun. Anyway, you're probably tired of hearing me ramble about stuff. But anyway, that was my Dollar Tree haul. And I did get something else for my storage that I haven't got the chance to use, but I thought it was a beautiful piece. For my candles, I like candles all the time. This was not from the Dollar Tree, by the way. This is from a thrift store. I went thrifting to find this. But yeah, you know, the houses have the railings designed like this. You know, I even made a picture, you know, a picture of let's see the comparison. See that? That was intentional. I made the design to look like the designs of the railings on the houses in this area. It's a very popular design, but they're also called I forget what they're called, dang. Something symbols or something. I'll just put the text at the bottom if I remember what it's called. But yeah, very, very, this is a cultural symbol. It means something else as well. So that was my video blog, and I will be using my spiritual tools to defend against chaotic energy, because it's not even coming from the people who are considered strange people. It's like coming from my own people, and that's what's disappointing. Like, they can't see the bigger picture. They'd rather be stuck in their grief, in their you know, stuff that's holding them back from the past, than see the bigger picture and see there's more at stake. But you know, well, enough talk about that. I am just going to you know, have lunch and then, you know, enjoy the rest of my day, because like the most stressful part of my day is having to go out down to that area where my storage is. That's always the most stressful part, and nothing else stresses me out, but like going out and then facing the people. But yeah, that was my Dollar Tree haul, and also my talk about things going on in the area. Hope you enjoyed and learned something or got some insight from this, because I know I did. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. I forgot to add this in the video blog, the turmeric, and the one I was looking for. It's really, look how that separates. And then it just goes back. So two different, like oil and water. My bag did just end up getting torn. I said, I hope it doesn't get torn. Oh no.
It got torn because I was carrying too much stuff, especially my cauldron. But you know what I've been seeing lately on a different note? I saw, when I was coming back from the storage, I saw this exact bottle, this product, empty on the ground in the storage. And I was like, seriously? Because I've been seeing weird deja vu stuff like that, where I will buy a product. Like a few days ago, I saw, I don't know, about a week ago, this brand of bottle shattered on the sidewalk. And then like a while before that, I saw like a brand of a tea in a plastic bottle that I usually drink on the floor. Like, I'm like, is somebody messing with me? Like, somebody just like trying to show that the product will just eventually be used up and I'll be left with an empty bottle. Yes, I know that. But, you know, I like to buy stuff and products and have them to use. So, yeah. I don't know what that was. It's just so random how I see stuff like this, like that. Anyway, that was a video. See you next time. Bye.
You can also use my what I observe up